I'm gonna tell you the difference. The difference is the people around you. Because on both sides, them some good fellas, man. Them some good cats. And I'm gonna tell you, like I said earlier, I got real love for them. And it's hard to penetrate these hood bosses. You know, they still those same dudes. They some good dudes. Again, shout out to every last one of y'all, the ones that's still here, the ones that's not. 3-2. You ain't never got the love that you supposed to got, bro. You's a real governor to me, man, of H-Town, man, because I'm going to tell y'all something right here and right now. Snoop wouldn't have never said they don't love these hoes if it wouldn't have been for 3 motherfuck 2.
Somebody got to say it, man. And see, and another thing, like being like, you be on the north side, it was with the Switch House thing, be on the south side with the screw thing. It was like, they were similar in a lot of ways, but it was like, on the north, coming from where we from, it was more like you have to be on top of your game. You have to watch your ass. You got to move. You got to watch how you move. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you got to do this anywhere you go. But on the north, it was like, man, hey, it could jump off at any given second, any given minute. It was more, you know, fast speed on the robbing thing or the checking type of shit. You know what I'm saying? You had to have that banger with you, and you had to be ready for whatever, whenever. Now, when we came to the south side, yeah, it was like more player on the south side. See, that's where the south side players, really some player shit. And I was able to go out there, and when we were kicking with them, it was like, man, this is really real. You know, we can pull up, we can roll up, we can do our thing without no plexing. Nobody ain't got to come outside, ain't nobody car gone. You can come outside, ain't nobody getting shot at. You ain't got to worry about ducking. You ain't got to worry about getting stuff. But it still go down. But the south side showed me a player side. You know what I'm saying? So when I look at it, I'm like, okay, I know where I'm from. I'm from North Afghanistan. You hear what is North Afghanistan. So guess what? When you out there, man, put your hard hat on, put your vest on, and have that thing, man. Don't have it on safety. Need to be ready to go. Be ready to let off if you're on the north. But on the south, I was able to keep my tool in my car sometimes. You dig? I was able to jump out, you know what I'm saying, pull up and show up, you know what I'm saying, get my style on, you know, finesse a little bit, shine a little bit. You dig what I'm talking about? So that was the difference right there, you know what I mean? But yeah. And then it was kind of like where we were from, it's like
They didn't care about the image.
the image, yeah. And it was like, and see on the north side, right, it was hustlers, straight hustlers.
I'm talking about a pair of Force Ones hood all the way out on the north. I'm talking about the Force Ones ain't even white no more. Them boys off white, like the brand. But I promise you though, boy ain't gonna give up till that pocket fat. See now in the south, when we got there, it was a little different because boys really didn't too much keep their mind on their pocket like that. It was more on the finesse side, you know what I'm saying? So boy could be clean, then a clap doctor, but no gas money.
Yeah, and then see another thing, like on the north, okay, them boys on the south were like to come on in what he's saying. It was like with the money thing, them boys on the north, they gonna grind real hard. They gonna grind and bust their pockets. But at the end of the day, the south gonna do the same. But what they gonna do is they gonna break. They gonna listen. If I got a slab, then we gonna make sure he get a slab. Then me and him gonna make sure she get a slab. Then us three gonna make sure he get what, you feel me? And that's where them lines were formed. That's why you was able to see the red line. Y'all was able to see these lines. Most of them were formed on the south. The north lines came, so a couple of lines, the gold line, a few of them came from the north as well. They followed years later. But most of these car lines you could see, because each one was looking out for one. You know, the whole crew was shining. On the north hill, it just be one nigga shining, one nigga with a slab. You know what I'm saying? And his homeboys just look like they work for him or something. You see what I'm saying? So that was the thing. You know, open it up, show love. You know, love was being showed, you know what I mean? All them boys was balling together. You feel what I'm saying?
The South used to shot-eyed to each other, man.
Yeah.
Fat Pat a shot-eyed to Kiki. Kiki a shot-eyed KK.
Right.
When the North got hold to a mic,
Yeah.
Nobody know each other no more.
Right. They don't shout each other out.
Ain't no shout out to the homie. It ain't a shout out to the homie,
Yeah.
especially when living. I mean, but there we might get a shot, but not on the north, man. It was all about clout before clout even was born. Clout was they didn't care. We into on the north, they didn't care, man, about them shoes, man. I'm telling you, man. And that crease in them pants, man. They don't care about that, man. As long as they had enough money in their pocket to get that when they ready to go out. Other than that, man, just to be looking nice for nothing, man, they didn't care about that. South, man, them boys, you know, that was a more groomed, you know what I'm saying, more casual, more classic, more organized, more calm, you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of the same stuff going on, but it's on a more quiet, you know, low, you know, like North. Just say, if you're on the North, you got a slab, pull up to the light. You might not make it at the light. Just run the light. South side, you can pull up to the light, go through the light sideways, block traffic, pop trunk, you clown. And you ain't got to worry about it. The only time you got to worry about it on the South is when you cut the keys off and go lay your head down.
Yeah, man.
You see, they finessed it. Now, they at the window with the pistol. Come on with that.
I got a couple partners that lost their life. You know, rest in peace to my boy, man. You know, that boy, you know, it was wild like that, though. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, that's what we thought. It was our understanding. That was our mentality. So when I went to the South Side, man, I loved it. You know, we stayed out the South Side over 10 years, man. You know what I mean? Just out there. I'm talking about balling the whole time. I'm saying we had a few scuffles out there, of course, but you know when I speak, I'm speaking for the majority. You know what I'm saying? I got a love for the South Side of Houston. You dig what I'm talking about, man? The South Side of Houston, all right with me, and shit, I'm all right with it. That's real talk.
I got love for this side.